looking for the next class is elemental enchantments. No, elemental manipulation. But for some
Hey.
reason, here it is. Okay, so Misty, could you go ahead and read the yearbook caption?
Okay, so hands raised, hearts racing, raw nature answered in shimmering sparks.
Testing. So, the students shuffle into a room that looked almost ceremonial rather than academic. Marble floors shimmered faintly as if dusted with starlight, while tall arched windows cast shafts of natural light across rows of obsidian tables. Strange runes traced the walls, glowing softly with elemental resonance: fire, water, earth, and air. Misty, Cain, and Tim were joined in this class by Noelle, Nina, Imani, and Sarah. To no surprise, Nina and Noelle had decided to sit together, as did Imani and Sarah. This left the three of them to sit together in the middle of the classroom. So, players, your characters have come together for the first time since the train ride to the school itself. How would you like to speak with one another?
Oh,
Kane, Kane will go. It's been a while since we've been together. How'd you guys like the fight?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've I've seen you guys. The fight was pretty cool. I was rooting for Zeke.
just gonna pull up my phone real quick. Hit one. Let me just do something real quick. Give me a second. Quotation marks. Guess who's sitting next? All right.
Oh, oh my god! Did you text Roman? Did you text Roman?
No, I texted the Constellations group chat.
Oh, okay.
So that like broadcast like I need help.
Anyways, I thought that fight was pretty fun. Hopefully Zeke is a little tired, although he won that pretty easily. For Elemental Blitz.
Yeah, I doubt he's gonna be any tired for it. So we're gonna have to be on our toes again, Tim.
Yeah, especially since Ethan keeps suggesting new people, so I wouldn't be surprised if at least one shows up tonight.
That is true. The group might be bigger this time around. Missy, what did you take as your curriculum? Me and Tim share Elemental Blitz.
Oh, I took Magical Creature Care Club because I like animals. And I hope I can get a pet soon. That's the ultimate goal here.
What kind of pet you looking for?
I kind of want a tiger.
That's definitely a pet. You think you can tame a tiger?
I don't see why not. I have to learn to work on my apex predator aura, but then I think I'll be able to do it.
What now?
You can be like the Aladdin with the girl in there, Jasmine, with the tiger. It could be you.
You know what? That's a great example. Thank you. I actually like that example.
Are you like a lion? Apex predator?
What?
You said you have to work on your apex predator. That's like a lion, right? So are you like a lion?
Oh, no.
I think any predators can be apex.
What
I
you
don't think
mean no?
lions.
I don't know a lot. Well, like a turtle can't be an apex predator.
Yeah, that's called a prey.
So,
As you guys engage in your conversation, in walks your professor, a 5'9" woman who was poised and striking. Her midnight hair cut sleek to her chin, her tailored crimson gown falling like a fire-given form. Golden gloves shimmered faintly, embedded with enchantments and gently reflecting light. Everything about her radiated elegance and control. Though she seemed ghostly in nature, it was hard to pinpoint a solid outline on the parts of her that were flesh. It was as if her essence itself had been blurred. With an amused smile, she let her voice carry. Welcome. I am Professor Lysandra Thornvale. I will be guiding you through the art of elemental manipulation. First and foremost, not all magical creatures or mortals are capable of casting magic naturally, but knowing where your affinity lies, that is the first step. With a flick of her wrist, she demonstrated her expertise by allowing the wind to carry several bowls of water before each student. Floating at the center of each bowl was a single leaf, delicate and green. This is your first trial. Place your hand above the bowl and focus. If the leaf burns, your natural alignment is fire. If the water spills over, you belong to water. Should the leaf sprout anew, you carry the earth within you. And if the leaf drifts free of the bowl, your soul resonates with air. Players, would you like to be the first to focus on the bowl, or would you like to view others first?
Do I want to view?
I'll go.
Okay, all right.
There's no way I don't get a sprouting leaf, right? I mean, this has to be rigged if I don't.
This has to be rigged.
Go ahead and give me a juicy wisdom roll. What's your science roll again? Your science grade?
Okay.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Wait, so-
Oh, wisdom.
Actually, I think DM was spitting with that one. Let me
Whoa,
check
whoa,
science real quick.
maybe,
it's the
maybe
first
not.
day.
These grades are becoming pivotal.
Let's see. Let me
Do
look
I
at these
not get
science
a little
notes.
bit of grace here
I'm
because
I'm looking at
an elf
science right
guy?
now. I'm not seeing elements here. You know.
Okay.
You
Alright,
know.
measurement of magical spore concentrate, an organic compound that enhances or dampens spell effects when ingested or applied.
I mean that one.
Yeah, but I'm not
Yeah,
doing magic. The bowl is doing the magic.
yeah, but you're the one casting the magic. Let's
Like,
see. Base
I didn't
or
realize just putting my hand on the bowl was casting.
you know what? Let's just do math because
God damn it.
one of the most fluid things that I
Please.
could always use is the sigil root, the base or simplified form of a magical equation.
This is crazy, bro.
All right, well, looks like
I
I still have my
recall your
ring, so it
science
doesn't matter.
teacher saying that his class will impact every other class. So if you could please be so kind as to roll with your math grade in mind, which I believe is a -1.
Yep, but I can roll with my ring, which will cancel that.
Ooh, look at you
Wait,
using
no,
your
that's
items.
intel. Wait, hold on. Wait, that's
Wait,
intel,
I
right?
thought the
Aren't you
ring
supposed to
was
say wisdom?
This
intel.
one's wisdom.
Wisdom.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Oh, never mind.
Misty said if I'm failing, you're failing.
Well,
Sorry,
so
bro,
would that,
because
would
this is
that be
crazy.
so would that be a -2 then? Because I have a -1 in wisdom.
Oh my god.
That would be a -2.
Oh my
Alrighty,
god.
let's
The
go ahead.
DM's just bullying y'all.
Let's go ahead and.
I'm sorry, fam.
I think I did that correctly. All right.
You did.
All right, that is not enough to activate your magic per se. So, but
Oh,
you
just an activate
do,
at all. All right.
yeah, but you do lose 6 mana in attempting to. No, I think it's 3, or is it 4? Hold on, let me go to it.
I believe it's for. Damn, I can't remember one stuff
For
anymore.
level 1 characters, it's recent rules.
Maybe just make it 0 just to call it even.
Okay, for a failed spell, it's 3, so you lose 3 mana. You're free to try again.
I mean, if that opportunity arises, I'll fucking try it again.
No, you can try
I can try.
again.
I can try again right now.
Yes, because you have. How much mana do you have? Where's your stats? Here it
It's
is.
always at the top. He has
You have
18.
18 mana, so you can try again.
15 now.
Alright.
Oh, buddy.
What was that? All right,
7.
so 18. That would make it 15. Now you're at 12. You can try again.
Okay, I didn't use magic last time in Elemental Blitz. What are the chances that I have to use it tonight?
You
right?
might use.
You are
Because my
free to try again.
my powers aren't magic based.
But buddy, it's called Elemental Blitz. We did the Blitz part last time.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fine. You know, okay. You know, third time's the charm is what they say. This is what happens in gambling. Usually, you keep going until you win.
That's a very dangerous game. Gambling. Go ahead.
Oh my god,
Oh.
okay. So,
Buddy.
3, 6, 9, 18 minus
I'm not
9.
going again.
You now have 9 mana.
Someone else can go.
You're starting to feel a little tired because, like,
I'm
you
gonna throw
never
this fucking bowl across the
expelled
room.
so much mana.
I'll go.
Would you like to go, or would you like to see someone else?
I'll go.
Okay,
We already saw Tim go. And it's math, right?
Yes. Which I believe you have
so
a
I
B
get-
in math.
I have an A in math. Just fixed this just now during my cup and courtesies.
You are right. You have an A in math, so you will
So
enjoy
that's a plus
advantage
1 and
plus
advantage. To my wisdom, which is that.
Just
okay.
giving Tim a reason to sign this petition.
Whoa! Not great.
Oh, you're
Whoa!
lucky.
1 and a 2.
How do you have
6?
advantage and plus 1 and you still rolling? That
That's
one,
pretty bad.
That nat 1 being in there is kind of crazy.
It is insane. I would like to try it one more time.
Okay, go ahead and try
He
one more
rolled a
time.
1.
You have lost 3 mana.
Yes.
A
Damn,
nat,
man.
A nat 1 and
Better.
Wow, okay. Cain, as you focus on the bowl before you, you are surprised to see that it catches some air and flies from the bowl. Your affinity is linked to air.
I guess I'll put that here.
Now, Misty, would you like to watch someone else? Or would you like to get right into your roll that I believe is a -1?
Okay, real quick question. Can I see Noel and then go, or no?
Yes. So, Noel, as he is focusing on the leaf spontaneously burst into flames, then crackled violently. Electric arches jump from the bowl, causing Noel to jerk back. I must have misunderstood the assignment. I do not recall being in need of repairs. Professor Dornvale chuckled. Electricity suits you as an Ironborn. There are deeper branches to the elements. You just happen to be quite powerful.
That was so cute, dear God. Okay.
Yeah.
I will go. I have a +2 in wisdom, so I just roll. I have a D in math. So
Plus
just roll 1.
Yeah, +1.
Oh. Okay.
Misty,
Nice.
casting magic means nothing to you. She says cast magic, you're just like, this is light work. No reaction. You focus your energy on your bowl, also surprising yourself once you see that your leaf catches air and flies away. Congratulations, Cain and Misty. You currently have an A based off of your rolls in elemental manipulation. Tim, your highest roll was a 7, so you currently have a F.
Let me just go ahead and edit this real quick.
It's my first A, you guys.
You said A, right?
Yeah, I said F.
Proud
Oh,
of you,
damn.
Misty. Proud of you.
Cain will take this moment and go like, Misty, we share an element. Look at
Which
What's the
I'm
stupid class called
surprised.
again?
I didn't know I was air.
This is my primary.
that. um, yeah. Neither didn't know. I was kind of concerned. Didn't know what a vampire would be for element, but I guess air maybe makes sense. I have no idea.
You know what? Since we're talking, I just realized something. I hope I don't, like, this brings up, like, bad memories or whatever, but you're friends with Silas, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're friends for sure.
Okay, so Marcy was telling me that Silas might be into her. So, like, is that true?
The gossip.
I know they were talking. He told me that they were talking, but I'm not too sure. Sus is kind of holds his cards to his chest. If that makes sense.
Okay. Do you mind if we exchange numbers?
No, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Here you go.
Numbers exchanged.
Numbers exchanged. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Alright, so would we like to do anything else before the conclusion of elemental manipulation?
Can I try again?
You can.
How do you?
You have 9 mana left.
I have 3 Fs.
You're supposed to be the smart one.
I know what.
Oh god. Oh god.
Whoa! Okay, so that's failed again. You are now at 6 mana and you're starting to feel exhausted. You are now below more than half of your mana. But you can try again.
Don't try
Don't
again.
do it, bro.
Buddy,
Don't
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
Don't do
it.
You gonna pass out.
it. You ain't gonna make it to that demon hunting.
I'm not even gonna make it to lunch.
That's your demon hunting. That's in your lunch.
Okay, I'm done.
As the bell chimes to indicate the completion of class, your professor's gaze softens briefly, but her warning followed sharp as steel. Remember, elemental magic is as dangerous as it is beautiful. I would not advise spellcasting on your own until our next class session. Affinity is power, but untempered. It can destroy just as easily as it creates, she warned. Next time, we'll be focusing on external casting. It'll be as fun as it is dangerous. Now, Misty, will you do the honors of reading the yearbook caption because you've decided to spend your time in the magical husbandry classes? There is to the comment that's in the chat. There is a nurse at this school, and they are hot.
Did she bring up my mana?
Can we see them?
I mean, Zeke was about to send you to the nurse, so.
Do I get to see them?
Well, I get to see them.
Yes. De le book. Lunch with a side of fur and feathers and wings. This animal right here has none of those. It is a snail with feet.
With the
Puppy
month
snail.
coming to an end, Misty had education on her mind rather than nourishment. She had decided to spend her lunch hour in the laboratory for magical husbandry. Professor Gallows had assured her that he would compare schedules with Professor Duskwind, or a proper representative to assure that she had some supervision during this time. Sure enough, Professor Duskwind was present at the time that she arrived to the lab. Good afternoon, Misty. she greeted from behind the desk Professor Gallows never used. Professor Gallows informed me that you would be taking some time to practice Lesson 1. I have prepared a foot shell for your consideration. Good luck. She shared while taking a moment to open up a book to read. The foot shell at first glance appeared to be a normal snail in a slightly dingy vessel. That was until it rose an inch or two and revealed 4 little canine-like legs as it moved about. By now, Misty has gotten advice from 2 professors and her resident assistant. All of them reminded her that there was no secret to success, only perseverance. There was nothing left to teach Misty, she just had to keep practicing. So Misty, how would you like to apply the lesson you learned from magical husbandry to assist you in handling the foot shell while I go through my notes to see how I might use your core classes to combat you?
Okay. Uh, First, Misty is going to say good afternoon, Professor. Um, Thank you for taking the time to be here while I study.
No problem. Uh, you would be happy to know the magical blueprint and shapeshifting creatures. What is your current class in your current grade in magical husbandry?
It is a D.
All right, so for now we will just go with that -1 that you have. Nothing in your other classes for now, foreshadowing, is going to impede your roll.
It's just a regular roll.
Intel.
And, okay, but my intel's +1, so just still negative or just base?
It will then just be a base roll because they cancel each other out. Okay.
Terrible.
It's not a pass, but it's not a fail. Your grade's not going to get any lower. As Misty attempts to clean out the cage, the foot shell appears to be timid. When her hand gets a little too close to the creature, it emits a slimy spray similar to how a skunk might, coating her hands and the already dingy cage with a sticky material. It tries its best to run from her hand, but it can only move so fast.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, little guy. I'm not hungry right now.
Misty, is there anything else you would like to do before we move on?
I don't know if this is possible. Can I try again?
You cannot try again.
Okay. I would like to ask the professor if it's possible for me to order food here or yeah. Could I skip lunch to come here? So just
So,
asking.
since you skipped lunch to come here, oh, testing. Okay. Since you skipped lunch to come here, no, and there's no like food ordering until after class. Like you can get dinner delivered to your dorm.
Okay.
All right. Now, Bentley, would you be so kind as to read the caption for the cafeteria?
Lunch was more than just food. It was not the most popular hour to skip.
Misty and Tim were not the only ones who decided to skip out on lunch today. Of the 24 students that made up the cohort, only 12 of them had been present in the lunchroom today. It must have had something to do with the quality of lunch, or maybe it was just because it was the end of the month. The $5 meal was a limp tortilla stuffed with overly mayoed egg salad, a single pickle spear, and a carton of watered-down apple juice. The $15 meal was a herb chicken pot pie with golden flaky crust, filled with tender chicken, carrots, and peas in creamy sauce. It was served with roasted garlic, green beans, and a frosted glass of spiced ginger ale. And the $75 meal was a honey glazed roasted duck accompanied by ruby ruby beet puree, fire roasted root vegetables, and a goblet of fruit elixir. Bentley, Cain, please update your notes tab with how much money you currently have in your account and announce what you will be eating today, if at all.
You said something about like a tortilla and an egg salad, so we're going up one above that. Whatever is not the tortilla. I think it was like a chicken pot pie. That was the second option.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be purchasing that, and that was 15, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I'll be doing the same. I'm not getting anywhere near a limp, moist tortilla.
The Hispanic and you were just like not even in fantasy, bro.
You guys are making it sound worse than it seems. It could be good.
It's a limp,
Why
moist
is there egg salad?
tortilla.
They wanted to experiment.
And the overly mayoed egg salad, there's barely eggs or anything else. It's basically a tortilla with mayonnaise in there, and occasionally you will crunch on an eggshell.
Sorry?
No,
I didn't even
thank you.
feel it.
It's like cutting up my mouth while I have this. No.
That's calcium.
As the students scanned their phones and gathered their meals, small clusters began to form. There were only enough people to truly form about 3 groups. By now, the resident assistants were no longer present during your lunchtime, free to return to their own classes and be among their peers. Nevertheless, they would always be only a text message away. As for Bentley and Cain, where would you like to sit this afternoon?
I'm gonna sit with Quinn and Sarah, because, like, they're never in the same spot at the same time.
I'm gonna sit with team captain Marcy and best friend Silas.
Thank you, I want the tea.
So,
Me too.
starting with Quinn, Sarah, and Riven. While it was no secret that Quinn and Sarah had become good friends, Riven's presence had been the outlier. That was until it became clear that he was having a little show and tell. He possessed a circular vessel similar to the one that Bentley had seen Sarah receive earlier that day, only his had been altered. The signature touch of those who thrived in Magitechra. Our common space has all kinds of trinkets and tools, so I thought I'd rig this thing up. He shared. When they gave it to me, it was a container for souls. Now, it's a detector for one. Sarah seemed intrigued, while Quinn simply enjoyed their cigarette. Riven continued. There are no idle souls on campus, but I'm willing to bet if we go into the nearby town, we'll be able to find some.
You walk up, and it's the equivalent of being, like, an art major walking into a physics class, so you like looking at the jar while you're taking your sheet with them, and it's like, so what are you gonna do when you find all the souls? You gonna put it in the jar?
I'm going to eat them, said Riven.
Oh, I don't eat souls, so I didn't know you could do that. Have you eaten one before?
I've eaten the one that they given me in this container. It was delicious.
It got a taste.
I would say it tastes a little bit like pudding or gelatin.
Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel opening up my pudding cups now, but I'm glad it was good. I'm assuming that's like your primary diet now.
So Sarah is going to chime up and look to Bentley and be like, so speaking about soul consumption, are you free tomorrow, Bentley? I know it's like our free day, but like, do you have any plans?
Something about the transition, like the conversational segue of, so speaking about eating souls, what are you doing tomorrow? It throws him a little bit. He like pauses in eating his pot pie and he thinks, and it's like, I don't think I got anything going on. What you trying to do?
Riven is going to quirk her brow and smirk before adding, I think she's trying to invite you into our little escapade tomorrow. Did you know that there was a town nearby?
Honestly, I assumed if I walked off campus, I'd be floating in space. That's news.
Sarah is going to say, Riven brings up an interesting point. I guess if his new prototype can detect souls, then maybe it could help him eat them, but it could also be an opportunity to help me transition them or whatever Reapers are supposed to do. To which Quinn is going to chime in and say, oh my god, Bentley, it's not that complicated. We're breaking out tomorrow, you in or not.
Well, when you say it like that, it makes more sense. Yeah, I want to go.
Alright. Bentley, please add to your schedule tomorrow that you will be breaking out of campus with Quinn, Sarah, and Riven.
The bad kids.
Let me see if they have like a prisoner emoji.
Now, Cain, it's rare to see Marcy without Zeke, especially with how fine as fuck he was this morning. However, here she was with a group that worked just as seamlessly as her usual jawlines. Delilah had upgraded from simply brushing Salem's hair to providing them with a makeover. This shave will make you look alive, she informed as she applied rosy lip shine on Salem's lips. Silas seemed to be laughing at something Marcy said. Upon closer inspection, the two of them had been talking about memories from their first life. I'm not kidding, Marcy said with her cheek in her palm, her face twisted at the memory before she continued. No one got a no one got higher than a B on that midterm, but I was the only one whose parents removed their door. Silas's laughter calmed down, sharing himself. Yeah, my parents said good grades would grant me a later curfew. Needless to say, they were appalled when they found out that their precious little valedictorian had been sneaking out for years.
Kane sits down to like, if it's a table, he's like to the right of Silas, right? Um, and goes, "You guys had strict parents?"
Marcy is going to say, let me open like my student tab. Marcy is going to say strict is an understatement. Silas is going to say that yeah, my parents they could be a bit helicopter-y, just a little intense.
Um, Kane's gonna go, "That I can see how that sucks. Mine were, let's just say me and my siblings raised ourselves. We were kind of free reign."
Marcy's going to say it shows.
I bet it does.
To which Silas is going to say, yeah, you know, not all parents were created equally. You know, there's pros and cons to both upbringing. While I wish that my parents had lightened up a little bit back in the day, I feel like everything that they did was just to make sure that I knew what I was doing when I ended up in a situation just like this. That's why I'm so calm. Really, everything's daunting, but I'm just confident that no matter what it is, I can figure it out. And I'm so confident, and he puts an arm around Kane's shoulder, that I can figure it out for two.
Kane chuckles a bit, and goes, "Yeah, the cost of a free range life means you're not really prepared for when things get tough. Or abnormal in our case. So I appreciate the help. He also looks towards Marcy. So Captain, any plans for Blitz class today?
Oh yeah, so I was talking with Coach Fellhart yesterday, and he gave me the clear for having a little. I don't want to say that it's a party, but it's definitely a party. Just my own unique twist on choosing your positions. So I'd eat up if I were you.
Well, thank God I figured out how to down some blood. So I'll be prepared.
It's about damn time. I don't need anyone that's weak on my team.
Well, as you saw last time, I'm not exactly weak.
Don't even bring up last time because deadass, you fucking cheated. Had you and what even was his name? The one with the hair? Had you two not teamed up on Zeke, he would have taken you out. That's why I made sure to add some extra rules this time. So we're gonna see how strong you really are, okay? None of that stupid weak teamwork shit.
Whatever you say, Captain, I'll be sure to impress.
With so many students With so many students away from lunch, it truly makes you wonder what kind of shenanigans they might get into without supervision. Tim, would you be so kind to read the caption for your little escapade?
Remember that time we exorcised that demon? And then it's a picture of what I would assume is Ava's room, um, along with me, Roman, and Rosalind.
This afternoon, young Ava's cries were heard by Rosalind, Tim, and Roman, who had decided to assist her in exorcising the demon she claimed to be in her room. Allegedly, Ava sensed that there was a demon in her math homework, of which she released by solving the equation. The demon had been terrorizing her since the first day of classes, so she was more than happy to allow the amateur demon hunters into her space. Oh, oh, good! You're here! She chimed as she opened the door. Ava's bedroom had a futuristic look to it. There were elevated platforms that appeared to be floating over a foot of fresh water. The largest platform held her bed, which consisted of minimalist sheets of gray tone variety, and a small slide that would allow her to glide into the water as she pleased. The other platform contained her vanity and closet, while a third one consisted of a space where she may lounge and read at her leisure. The ambient lighting was unique to each space, as she did not seem to be a fan of the big light. Rosalind looked into her room with awe, removing her shoes as she stepped into the water. This is honestly heavenly. I love your space, Ava. I'd be jealous if my room wasn't so perfect for me, she complimented. Roman removed his shoes as well, rolling up his expensive jeans so that he may enter her space as well. Wouldn't all of this water be a little impractical? Ava's choice in clothing reflected the beach-like nature of her room. She was wearing a white bikini with orange polka dots on it, and a large dark t-shirt as a cover-up. Why would it be impractical? So Tim, this is your first time seeing someone else's room. How has seeing Ava's personal space evolved how you perceive her?
I'd say it's pretty interesting to see inside of somebody else's room because like with the talisman and stuff, it makes the room exactly what they would want it to be. So it's kind of interesting to see how she has a slide going down her bed into her little pool, and everything. So like it reminds me of like if you're just in like a beach house like on the coast. So it's very interesting to see how much he likes water.
Mhm. As everyone acclimated to the strange environment, there was a gentle crash. The dream catcher that Ava had created in the enchanted arts and craft had abruptly fallen to the floor. Oh, that pesky demon is at it again, she cursed. He doesn't like when I have company, and he's always giving me nightmares. Tim, what steps would you like to take to search for this elusive demon?
Anything that doesn't involve a negative roll, I think. Wait, so what's the situation here? Am I just going to look to see what's going on? I heard the
You
crash.
can do whatever you want.
I don't wanna remind you, but wasn't there some sort of like insight thing that you're gonna have issues with?
Yeah.
I do
Well, I mean,
believe
ate
you had
pancakes. So I kind of hoping that would run away from that. So,
Well, how are you gonna
I
find the
guess we'll
demon
just.
if you don't look?
Well, yeah, I was gonna just. I guess we gotta go investigate. Go investigate the crash. I guess is what's going on here.
Okay, if
So
you
that's
would
what I'm
like
gonna
to
do.
investigate the crash, could you go ahead and give me that juicy disadvantage? The
Okay, so what?
disadvantage.
So what am I rolling?
It's gonna be intel.
Okay, but that works for the ring. I still have the ring on me, so I
Yeah, so
can
you still get the
negate at least
plus,
one minus.
unless DM would like to look into science.
Okay, hold on. How does these disadvantage rolls work? What am I rolling exactly?
So once you put in the 1d20 plus whatever, just write DIS or space DIS.
So I still
So-
get the plus on the int, or no, it would cancel out because I have -1, right?
So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks something like this.
Yeah, I
for
will say the
example.
thing that is causing your -1 right now is the hex coefficient from math class, variable for curse interference in results, demons.
Oh no,
curses.
Oh no, I don't have -1 on intelligence. I'm stupid. That's wisdom. Okay, so I'm just. So that cancels out. So I do 1 deep, and then +1, and then.
Yeah.
Space dis.
Yeah.
Space this. There you go.
Okay. You don't see
Hate
a
this
damn
fucking-
thing. You say, damn. Did that fall?
What is it, invisible?
Yeah. It's not invisible, says Ava. Alright, Roman's going to give the intel roll a good old fashioned.
Can't wait for him to get a 20 and he sees it full on clear, just right there, and I'm like, all right.
Roman leaves the room. Okay, Roman.
So, and that's without his modifiers, 15. As our young demon slayers proceed with the utmost caution
It's
towards
just a dog.
the source of her distress, they could feel their heartbeats pounding in their throats from anticipation. Hold on, let me do some things.
Behind the scene things.
Okay. So they could feel their heartbeats in their throat from anticipation. What would they do if they were to discover this demon after all? Not a single person in this room had the species, magic, or knowledge on how to properly exorcise one. Nevertheless, this would not stop them from trying. As they approached her bed, they were remiss to discover a small, startled mouse that appeared to be tangled in the dream catcher. It looked upon the young demon slayers in fear, slowly accepting its fate. Tim, knowing how Ava has a tendency to embellish, how does it feel to have gotten to the bottom of the alleged demon problem within Ava's room?
Am I explaining Tin's opinion, or am I speaking here?
You can do either or.
I want to hear both.
And he was so caught up in everything that was going on that he didn't even take into consideration once that it might have not actually been a demon. He was ready to go in here and I guess battle for his life, and so in a sense he's kind of relieved But to not make not to make Ava feel bad, he's gonna say, "That's a pretty small demon."
Oh, my bad. I was muted. Sorry, I lost my place in reading. Ava gasped at the sight of the mouse. Oh my god! Lionel! That's where you ran off to! She says while scooping up what they could only assume to be her pet. Thank you for
Okay.
helping me find Lionel, but what are you going to do about the demon? And from the water just behind them had slowly
Oh,
Oh, for
something
fuck's
had
sake!
slowly begun to rise.
Say psych right now.
Cascading from an athletic silhouette that they were all certain had not been there before. A human-like form began to reveal itself, first from by predacious golden eyes that fixated on the foreign beings in what had become their domain. Tim, could you please provide me with a dexterity roll?
Okay, I'll do it.
oh no!
Pretty sure it's also -1.
So you want me to study math after this?
Am I
Tex and RA, man.
am I doing any more minuses here? Or is it just all?
I will allow you to have a normal dexterity roll.
I was just making sure before I throw it.
Have
Oh my
mercy!
god!
Whoa! Wow! Okay. A nat one here is wow. Yeah, I don't think I need the fighting screen. Okay.
Oh my
Let me
god!
just adjust my plans.
Oh, that's wild work.
Oh man. Before anyone could make sense of what was truly happening, it was far too late. The otherworldly being emerged from its aquatic prison, and the sound of their attack echoed throughout her bedroom. Nightmare! Slapping sound. Rosalind was hit upon the head.
Don't say
Nightmare!
nightmare.
Nightmare! Nightmare! The sound of a paper fan slapping against the top of each of their heads repeated itself several times.
What?
I see. I'm understanding the foreshadowing. I'm pretty sure this was. It was giving us nightmares, just fucking knocking us on the head with the fan.
Bow,
This guy.
mortals, for you face panic, harbinger of nightmares, seed of terror, and venom of anxiety. Tremble before my name. Tim, there is an actual demon in Ava's room, and he looks pretty tough. Rosalind and Roman are freaking out. And according to my script, at this moment it's up to you. But because of that nat 1 and the lack of mana in your body right now, and the exhaustion,
Let him breathe!
and the exhaustion that you came into the campaign with, the demon lifts its fan and smacks Tim on the back of his head with it while screaming nightmare, and Tim blacks out.
Okay.
Tim
So we're gonna see
blacks
that
out.
nurse, right? We're gonna see that nurse, right?
Tim blacks out, leaving Roman, Rosalind, and Ava to try to figure out this demon situation on their own. Oh man. Okay. So now we're going to move to literature class, of which Bentley is by himself. Bentley? Oh my god. A nat one, man. You see, I had the combat scene ready and everything.
Listen, go get the homie Zeke and be like, I need you to jump someone, because that was disrespectful. What are they doing in Ava's room?
That's so crazy.
Like she said, she accidentally summoned it when she solved the problem in her math homework.
What is their name? Panic?
Their name is Panic, yes.
Panic. Their name is Panic.
Bentley, could you read the caption on your literature class?
Yeah, literature teaches us that words can heal, wound, or weave spells beyond imagination's reach.
Bentley, Kai, Ash, Delilah, Ezra, and Roman.
Roman.
So he made it out.
He made it out, yes. Shuffled into the classroom, greeted not by rows of sterile desks, but by a reading nook that looked like something out of a fairy tale. A soft lit space lined with bookshelves, cozy pillows, and draped curtains. Twinkling lights framed a wide window seat layered with cushions, where students often read or lounged. The scent of paper and pine fills the air, giving the room a warm, enchanted charm. Bentley, do you strike up a conversation with your friends in this cozy space, or simply sink into its comfort?
He's definitely going to talk with Kai. And he comes over and he's like, hey, Kai, you want to sit together on the... I can't tell if it's a pillow or a couch, but it looks cozy.
Oh my god, Pookie, I can't believe we have a class together. Can I sit on your lap?
Oh, I mean, if it don't bother the teacher, I guess not. I mean, I guess we can.
So as you settle into the pillows, Kai waits for you to get situated and finds their place not quite on your lap. They sit with their like ass like very close to you, and they kind of like drape their thighs over your lap while leaning up against something, like one of the various bookshelves. Thank you, Pookie.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
So
Thanks for asking.
I haven't seen you since you fell this morning.
Physically or fell from grace?
I didn't think Zeke had it in him to do you like how he did you.
I had a feeling it would happen, but something in my chest said I needed to know for sure. So it's like, I'm not surprised, but obviously that wasn't pleasant.
You can't seriously be saying like how could you fixate your mouth in a way to formulate the words that you sensed his alpha presence long before you encountered him? What you're saying is insanity.
You ain't feel it?
I I how would one know when they're experiencing someone's alpha presence? Or is that just a skill that you acquired once you entered your lycanthropy?
I thought when everybody became supernatural, you could just like, I don't want to say it's like a vibe, but like, it's a vibe. You feel it or you don't. It's like, oh, I don't know how to explain this. I got the vibe.
As the two of you are hashing out what the alpha presence vibe is, that's gonna be the name of the episode, alpha presence vibe. Um, Professor Stonebriar entered the room. She was a striking woman with waves of golden hair and eyes that glow like embers. Her attire is elaborate but not impractical, a blend of elegance and authority. She carries herself like a performer, her voice warm, expressive, and rich with conviction. Welcome, students! My name is Professor Morel Stonebriar, and I shall guide you through your literature course this semester. This is not just a class about words, it's about power. Storytelling is the oldest form of magic, and by learning its rhythm, its strength, you will find your own spells deepen. You will stretch further. Bentley, she is one of the warmest teachers that you've met personally by far. How does that make you feel?
It makes you want to come here more often, and you're less inclined to cut because she just seems very nice, and it's like, I kind of don't want to let them down, but I gotta see how these grades roll up first.
Professor Stonebriar moved fluidly across the classroom, her hands drawing invisible patterns in the air. Every spell you cast is a story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. Words, symbols, and gestures form the chapters. To craft magic, you must first craft imagination. The greater your creativity, the stronger your spells. This is why we preserve literature, why we honor the arts. They train the very muscles that shape your future as spellcasters. She passed around parchment with flowing script. This is your reading for the month. Tales of heroes, monsters, and the impossible. Study them well, and next time we will not just read them, but tear them apart and see the magic that lives within the words. Now, unlike other professors who lectured from behind their desks for these core classes, Stonebriar walked among you, pausing by your side, looking into your eyes. She made it feel less like a lecture and more like a story unfolding together, as if your voices mattered as much as hers. So, players, the time has come for you all to perform your roles to see how you're doing in literature. Tim, prior to your roll, please provide a constitution roll to see if you're able to find time to focus on literature in between your demon slaying business and the occasional skipping of the meal.
Okay, so I'm rolling a Constitution first, and then I'm rolling what regular D20.
Yes. Hmm. Unfortunately, Tim, you have not
Awesome.
rolled high enough to be able to roll for literature, and you will
Why not even get a
substantiate an
grade or
F
just get an
in
F?
this class.
Automatic F, bro.
Okay, let's just go here. Okay. What else I would have? I expected nothing less, honestly. Alright.
Now, if I could just have intel rolls from everyone else.
Yes. Yeah.
No disadvantages or anything like that. This is your first roll in a literature class. I was so ready to share my screen, bro.
Nice.
I can
Bentley! Bentley, you have earned an A
Fuck.
plus in literature. Cain, you have earned an F in literature.
Gonna be working on that now.
Yes. Misty, you have earned your F plus, sorry, your F minus in literature. So, Bentley, to date, you are the party member who is doing the best in literature. So, so Bentley, who among your classmates would you most want to partner with in reading this month's literature discussions and why?
Kai's already sitting on my lap, so I feel like it'd be kind of disrespectful not to pick Kai, because Kai made the effort. I'm gonna read it with Kai. Bentley also is under the assumption that Kai's doing well because they're in theater. and theater's already very reading heavy because you need to run through the script and the lines.
This is so boring, Kai says while throwing the book over their shoulders. I don't think I'm going to do the reading.
But Kai, don't you want to do all the cool stuff in the packet?
There is no packet for this class, it's just reading. Why would I waste my time reading the books when I'm already acting them?
Ain't plays based off of like books and stuff?
Yeah, but most people always like the movies better than the actual book.
Well, I mean, I really do like movies, but I don't know. We could learn like, ooh, what's a symbolic syntax and mythical illusion.
Yeah, that's boring. I'd much rather just act. Bentley, you're getting the feeling that Kai does not or will not earn a decent grade in this class.
It's breaking Bentley's heart because he part of the smart house, so like I feel like he could do it if he wanted to.
I want to talk more about how you're a beta.
Oh wow, this book real interesting. Like,
So Kai spends the better half of this lesson attempting to distract you from doing your reading, but little does he know you're good at multitasking. Now, the bell rang, signaling the close of the day. Stonebrier's voice softened as the lesson wound down. If you struggle with your reading or wish to discuss ideas, my door is open. Book a meeting with me anytime. And remember, finish your reading before we meet again. She smiled, then gestured toward the door. And before Bentley could bustle his way over to Enchanted Arts and Crafts, he felt his wrist being caught by his dearest friend, Kai. Pookie, Skip, he chimed. Remember, Ethan told me to try Elemental Blitz. I really don't want to go alone, he practically begged.
you look at your small friend Kai, who Ethan revealed to be your smaller friend Kai, and you think about what you just went through from when Elemental Blitz member. What is arts and crafts, anyways? Let's go to Elemental Blitz.
Oh my god, I knew you were the best. Come on.
This is gonna be crazy.
Gotta scoop him up off the field with like a shovel.
So, Misty, could you do me the
What
honor of reading the caption for Magical Creatures Care Club?
Predators don't hesitate. Watching them eat is a reminder of what power means.